Okay, hi there. What I'm going to do right now is show you how to make an incredibly simple Express server. And we're going to go right from square one and just make a tiny little Express server and look at what the process is like to do that. And this should also show you a couple things about using NPM and whatnot like that. So first of all, yes, you should have NPM and Node installed on your computer. And so let's get started here. All right, first things first, let's cd into the directory where we'd like to make our folder, and let's make a folder for it, and we'll call it little server. All right, and then we will cd into little server. Now, first things first, let's create a package.json file, and we can call it little server, and we'll just get right through all that. We don't really need to worry too much about all that. Sure. And then let's npm install Express, and let's save it to our save it as a development dependency, and hit enter. So that's going to install Express and whatever other npm packages it needs in order to work properly. So now that that's done, let's also create a index.js file, which if you see here in our npm, we called that the entry point for whatever app it is that we're making. So in this case, the little server. And let's also just open with Atom, which you can see right there, our index.js file. And so there we go. And I'm just going to scoot that over. All right, so now we're going to write the tiny little server. So first things first, let's call in Express. And we will require Express. And let's create the app. And let's give it a port to listen on. And Node apps are traditionally listening on port 3000. So there we go. Okay. Now, let's let that app listen in our home directory, and it'll be listening for requests and response. All right, and we're going to use some ES6 syntax there. And let's give it a response of hello from Express. And okay, so now we are, oops, did I do that wrong? Yes, it's app.get. And, oops. And we will listen for the port and give it an error in case it doesn't work out. And the error, if error, will be return console.log something bad happened. And that's if it gets an error. And let's otherwise give it a, this is just for in our terminal here, and say server is listening on, and give it that port. Okay, so there you have it. Literally the simplest little Express server you can possibly have. And in order to see if it's working, why don't we just hop on over here and go ahead and go to localhost 3000. Now you can see nothing's going on there. That's because we haven't fired it up. So let's go here and just click node index.js. Boom. And as you can see, it says server is listening on 3000. That's was this little console for our benefit. And you can see that the process is running, which is good. That means that it's listening. And so if we go over here, and now if we click enter, sure enough, it says hello from Express. And that's just what we were looking for. So there you have it. That's how you write the simplest little Node Express server app possible. Perfect. All right.